Alright folks, okay, this is a video. We're going to keep on the braking process, but I wanted to record this, a little bit of it. I want to show you guys what I'm going to do to try to keep this thing a little bit warm. So, it's super cold outside right now. I want to see if I can help it out. I'm going to get some paper foil. And I'm hoping this helps keep the engine. Let me get this recycling out of the house. I'm hoping this helps out a little bit. I'm going to try to crank her up and do the second tank. Put this right. You know what? Let me just go ahead. Alright. I'm going to try to keep this engine warm. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do this. Let me see if we can help this thing stay warm a little bit because it's too cold today. And like I said, I want to try to see if I could do this. And all right, so let's put some fuel in here real quick. It's super cold today. It's windy. I want to see if I could get at least 3 heat cycles today here real quick before it gets too dark. Oh shit. Oh, it's too much. There you go. Screw it. Alright. Let's go ahead. Whoo, shoot. It's primer. Alright. There you go. Alright, we got some primage going on. Alright. Let's turn the receiver on. Let's turn this thing on. Does it? Oh, it still has battery in it. Okay. Alright. Alright. So let's crank her up. Let's heat her up real quick, guys. Alright. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to heat her up. I'm trying to see if we could do two heat cycles on this thing. It is super cold. Super cold, folks. Super cold. It's no joke today. It is cold. It is freezing. But if I don't do this now, a week is going to go by, 2 weeks is going to go by. I'm going to forget how many heat cycles I did to this thing. I know me. I know how I am. Trust me. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do this and try to get this thing hot enough in here. And always remember, before you break in, you start breaking in the engine, heat your engine up. I can't say this enough. Heat your engine up. That's how a lot of people break the pull start, because they try to break in your engine. Even if it's hot outside, heat your engine up. Help it out. Loosen that piston. Open that sleeve up. You know, when you heat up these engines, that sleeve expands, and that's what you want. You want the sleeve to expand, so that way you're when you're pulling these pull start, you don't break them. You know, and that's why I see a lot of people breaking these things, because they're trying to break in their engines without doing the most important thing, which is heating up your engine. 101, heat up your engine, folks. Woo, shit. Oh, definitely it's going to stay hot. Look at that. We're going to let it cool down a little bit. Yeah, it looks like the paper foil is going to keep the heat in there. So that's good. We're going to go ahead and let's turn this off for now. The brakes are on, so let's turn this off. Let it cool down a little bit, because I think this is way too hot. Let's let it cool down a little bit. It's 100 something. Not that bad on the block itself. The case, 100 degrees on the case. Just here. All right, it's cooling down. All right, I think we should be okay. So let's see. Let's turn her on to see what she does today. Different day. All right. Let's see what she does. Let's see what it does. It's primed. They didn't over prime it this time. Let's go ahead and turn on the receiver, just in case. I don't want this thing to go away on me. Let's see what it does. Oh, wow, what a big difference. difference from the first time, guys. What a big difference. Big difference from the first time, guys. We're going to let her idle there for one tank. She should be good. Now, woo, it's cold. It is cold. Let's see if that paper foil keeps it nice and warm, or I don't have to do the heat too much. Other than that, you see she's throwing the oil already. See that? She is super rich, but good news is she idle. That's the good thing, she idle. So there's going to be a second tank, and if I could, I'm going to do a third tank. On the fourth tank, we'll give it some revs, minor revs, not too high, minor revs on the fourth tank. Let's get this thing Alright, looks like the paper foil is helping out, guys. Helping out. It's keeping it warm. Alright. That's another way to keep your engines ready. You can put a rag on top, socks on it, but I find it better to use paper foil. It keeps the heat concentrated. Look at that. It's already filling up. I don't know why it throws all the oil down there. Look at that. It's just spilling all the oil everywhere. Check this out. Right now, I want to let it do its thing. On the third tank, we'll give her a couple revs. It's doing better than before. Doing better than before, that's for sure. Today it's like 30 degrees. Brapalicious, people, brapalicious. Doing good. We're doing good with this. Doing great. Look how rich she is. She is rich. Beautiful. That's what you guys want. Woo, it's cold. So that's what I'll do is I'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it and make sure nothing crazy goes wrong with it. You can tell that oil is that oil is just burning in there. It's sounds nice too, I tell you that. It sounds real nice in person. I don't know how it's gonna sound on the camera itself, but it sounds real nice. Real nice. Like I said, look, it's spilling oil everywhere. Look at that, all the way. Rapalicious, rapalicious. Beautiful. Idle, beautiful idle. Wow, this thing is amazing. I like this engine. RB engine, well, RB big block. I have RB small block, but not a big block. And I tell you what, guys, these things are nice. They idle like a charm. Now that carb real easy to tune. I noticed that the carb real nice to tune. It's not crazy. It's staying on 180. That's not bad. That's not bad. That purple foil does help, guys. It does help a lot. Ooh, that thing is burning my eyes. Settling in. The block is pretty, the crankcase is really, the crate is cold. The case is cold. Gotta get that case a little bit warmer. Running in. Woo. Beautiful idle. Beautiful idle. It's going to be a good engine. It's going to be a good engine. Once I figure out where it wants to be, she's happy here now. She's happy where she's at. Finish this break-in. I'll see you in a minute. Or maybe not. see, you was asking what I'm using. Check this out. Nitro Tang by Losi, 20%. I don't know how much percentage of oil, but I mean, from what we can see, it's pretty high. Just in case you wanted to know, that's what I'm using. Not bad, stay nice and hot, guys. Not bad. The block is cold as hell though. But it's gonna be like that, you know what I mean? That's how it is. Remember guys, the piston is right there and the wheel will go up. It's right there. Guys, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. He's almost using it up. He's almost drinking it. So, if the sun is about to go down, I'm going to do one more tank. Let it cool down to temperature outside. Bottom dead center. We're going to bring it down to temperature. And we're going to go ahead and crank her up. Another tank, and if I could get 2-3 tanks in there, on the 4th tank we'll do some revving. We'll rev it here and there, not too much, light revs. I'm gonna go ahead and put something I can put in the bottom to keep the wheels off the ground. Be right back, guys. Alright, guys, it's still there. Don't mind the mess in my house, guys. I gotta clean my house up. You know, when you live by yourself, a little messy house here and there. But it's pretty clean, not that bad. Alright, so he's almost there. He's almost there. Like I said, I think I'll be able to do one more tank. One more tank. Let it rev up. We'll go ahead, we'll change the cardboard because I think the cardboard is getting too soaked. We'll go ahead and change the cardboard. Other than that, guys, look at that. Look at that. No movement whatsoever on the clutch. It is idling, it idles like a beaut. This engine, wow, I tell you what, a lot of the engines that I've broken in, they'll start, I mean, they'll rev up and you'll see the spur gear, the clutch kicking in. This thing is just, I don't know, something different about this RB engine. Something different about this RB engine, I tell you that. I like it. I really do. I like it a lot. But she's almost there. Oh yeah, she's almost there. She's almost drinking that last bit of fuel. Oh yeah. She's about to go out. My thermal is dying. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to stop it. Woo! Man, there's no way to stop this thing. There's no way to stop it. Okay. that took a while for it to shut off, guys. You saw that? That took a long time. This thing was... let's make sure she's bottomed at center. Okay, well that's weird. She must be yeah, let me go get we gotta empty that. Alright, we'll be right back, guys. Alright folks, so what happened? I'll tell you guys what happened. It is so rich. I tried to turn it off with the freaking flywheel. The damn flywheel is impossible to stop on this thing for some odd reason. There's no way to even get in the bottom of it, right? So you can't really stop it. So what happened was when I stopped it, the thing went into how you call this? It locked up, right? So good thing is I was able to turn the flywheel. I put a screw in there, yanked it, and got her loose again. So she's still hot. So she's still hot, 100. So I was able to do it before it got cold. So we got that in there. We took the gold plug out and started cranking on it. Get that fuel, the extra. This thing is way too much fuel. It's way too rich. I did not want it to lean out. I was trying to avoid it from leaning, but it did that. So next time I'll just let it drain the fuel completely, and that's it. That's what I'll do. We're gonna do the third tank. I'm gonna do one more tank before it gets dark. So we'll let it cool down to outside temperatures right now. But yeah, she got froze up on me, and I'm like, shit, I gotta get in here. I gotta bring that piston down before it gets cold. So I was lucky enough to, looks like the flywheel definitely went ahead and locked up on me. But we're good now. We're definitely good now. We'll heat her up real quick. Just heat her up real quick. Make sure she's real good. I'll heat it up, and I'll keep on breaking her in one more tank. But yeah, I didn't know I was going to do that. And normally when you hit the flywheel, just tap it, the flywheel shut off. But with this big thing, I don't know why, it just did not want to stop at all. And there's no other way to do it because there's no hole in there. It's like normally there's a hole in the bottom of the flywheel. On the this chassis, that is non-existent. So then I plugged the engine on the pipe, and what that did was build up pressure with fuel, and it just, you know, it did what it did. All right, so all right, we still have good compression, nice and smooth. We're good. Nothing really happened, guys. So we're gonna just bottom dead center right there. We're gonna go ahead and put this glow plug right back on. As you can see, the glow plug, it's pretty good. The glow plug is good. It's an Italian glow plug. I think it's probably even Robrismo-rc, to be honest, guys. It might be Robrismo-rc glow plug. It looks like a Robrismo-rc glow plug, to be honest. Yep, Robrismo-rc, that's what it is. You don't see these things anymore, do you guys? Yeah, look at that. We're good. So we'll go ahead. We'll put this bad boy back in there and do the third tank. We'll wait for it to cool down a little bit. But yeah, it did that to me. It did that to me. So it was interesting. Never had that happen to me. I guess, like I said, it's a different engine. It's Italian, so yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just saying I'm not used to dealing with trucks, you know, engines doing that. Normally you just hit the flywheel and that's it. Well, that flywheel was going 1,000 miles per hour, to be honest. This thing is going to be a beast from what I could tell. It's going to be a monster. I don't want to tighten it too much. Just snugged. That's good enough. So we're going to go ahead and get this engine. We're going to put a new cardboard in there because I think this thing is going to start soaking on the wood. Now, I don't want it to soak into the wood. I'm going to go ahead and get a new... Oh, you see that, guys? It's starting to soak. So we're going to put a new cardboard in here. Let's turn off this receiver real quick. Alright. Okay. So the third tank I'm going to do now I'm gonna do a third tank, and let me get another piece of cardboard. Now you know what, I'm gonna use this one. I'm sure the recycle guys ain't gonna care that I'm using this to. Oh, this one has a piece of turd in it from my little friend, which I noticed in one of the videos. He left me a little surprise, and yes, I did step on it. On the videos when I broke this thing in, he left me a little surprise there for me. He said, "Here you go. You want to talk shit about me? Here's your surprise." Double. Alright, we'll go ahead and put this bad boy in there. So now, one more tank. And then the fourth tank, guys, we're going to go ahead. On the fourth tank, we're going to give it some revs. We're going to let it cool down to outside temperature. Yeah, Robrismo-rc. This is what I'm using. Nitrotane from Losi. I like it. It looks like it helps the engines tune better. I've used this on the Losi LSTs, on the Muggy, and you know what? It runs pretty nice. It runs real rich, actually. It does run super rich. So yeah, they do run pretty rich. I'll tell you that. Go ahead and put that right there. But yeah, scared the Caesars out of me when it happened. It has never happened before, but I knew that there was a lot of fuel build up in there, and that's why it did that. But there's got to be another way to turn this thing off. I mean, if you can't do it through the flywheel, I mean, because look, honestly, guys, you can't really get in there. Look, just no way. There's no holes to get it to the flywheel. There's just no holes. So that's different. That's different. I'm not used to that. Normally, I'm used to having opening to the flywheel where you could just go ahead and, you know, put a screw in there and stop the thing. But yeah, like I said, this thing is running super rich. This thing is running super rich. This super rich right now. There's fuel going in that sucker like crazy, and I try to lean it up as much as I can, but you guys saw it's just yeah. So we're gonna go ahead. Well, one more tank on the fourth tank. What I normally do, guys, and I might not even record the fourth tank. I might not even record it. But on the fourth tank, what I do is I'll sit it on something. This might be a little bit hard to find something I can use that. I'll sit it on wheels, on a piece of wood, and I'll go ahead and I'll rev it every once in a while just to rev it. On this one, I might do some light revving. You know what? This is going to be the third tank. You could do some light revving. On the fourth one, you do some high revs. You brap it. It's quick ones. You don't hold it. You just do quick ones. All right. So on this one, once it cools down, it's going to act different now. You'll notice it will act different. Each tank it goes through, the engine starts going into, it starts fitting in where it needs to fit in. And then, yeah. So let me go ahead. Let me see if I can put some wheels under this. I'll be right back. We'll put some wheels under this and we'll do some light revving. To be honest, I don't even know if the freaking transmission even works on this thing. So we're going to test it out. Light revving. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, folks. So we're going to do third tank. Yeah, check this out. Yeah. That's me recording. So what happened on the second tank, like I said, I couldn't turn it off. The flywheel's moving too damn quick. There's no way to hit the flywheel real good, so it hydrolocked on me. Cause the thing is running super rich, guys. It's running, so I had to put, like I said, of course in the video you'll see that. So I had to put a new cardboard in there, and in the manual, it doesn't tells you how many idles to do on this tank. No information how many times you have to idle this thing at all. No information. It just says idle one time and then race. First of all, I'm not going to do that. It might work. It could be. I mean, it is a RB. Is I think at the time these were being made by Robrismo-rc. Maybe that's how they do things. But we're going to do it my way. I'm not going to race this thing. Breaking it. I'm gonna do one more tank. Like I always do. We're going to do 4 tanks, and then we'll go ahead and we'll run it. But we're going to do one more tank. But yeah, it says to run it on the first tank. Actually, it says to run it on the first tank. Run it, and that's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not running it on the first tank. There's no way in hell I'm gonna run this thing on the first tank. I'm not doing that. We'll let the temperature go down. So yeah, it did hydrolocked on me, completely hydrolocked. This thing is running so rich that when I covered it up here on the pipe, it hydrolocked. So yeah, when that happens, don't pull on the string, guys. What you want to do is take out the plug and take a flathead, with the plug out. Move your flywheel. Try to move your flywheel. Help your engine by moving your flywheel. Help that piston come down. Because what you do is you move the flywheel this way. So you want it to move this way. So you want your flywheel to move that way, right? So this is easier because it has a fan on it, right? So you can see it has a fan. So what I did is I wedged it in there and I just moved it, and that unlocked the piston. And I did it while it was hot. So what I did was I heated up the head again. I kept on heating up the head to keep it hot, and I wedged the flat head in there and I moved it to the right. So if you're looking at this, the right side. So you want to the right, all right? So that's what I did to get that piston down again. And once that piston came down, that's it. She was loose. But yeah, it just hydro locked on me. That's what happened, guys. Whoo, it's freezing. I can't believe it's still warm. All this cold weather, it's still warm. That's crazy. All right, so one more tank, and this one, what we're going to do is every once in a blue moon, we'll give it some bursts of RPM, some trigger, light trigger, not too much, just a light trigger, just to clear out the oil. By the looks of it, looks like it's oil building up on that pipe. By the looks of it's oil. I mean, there is oil coming out of it, so it is kind of angled. Maybe I could. I mean, maybe if I do this way, maybe, I don't know. It looks as it is angled. I don't know why it's building up. It is angled. You guys can see that she is angled down, so she should not have that much buildup. But it is running super rich. So on the 4th tank, we will be doing high revs. We're gonna give it some revs, some longer revs on the 4th tank, and then the 5th tank, I'm gonna run it in the back or on the front of the house. Give it some quick burst of triggers, and then we'll keep on running like that. But this one's gonna be the last one before it gets dark. It is, what time is it? It's like 3 something or 4 o'clock. So just to be nice to the neighbors, yeah, it's about to be 5. Just to be nice to the neighbors, we're gonna be nice to the neighbors, right? We're not gonna go ahead and be noisy. We're gonna go ahead and be done. Woo! That wind. Woo! We're gonna be done a little bit quicker. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, folks. So we're gonna do 3rd tank. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, that's me recording. So what happened on the 2nd tank? Like I said, I couldn't turn it off. The flywheel's moving too damn quick. There's no way to hit the flywheel real good, so it hydrolocked on me. Cause the thing is running super rich, guys. It's running, so I had to put, like I said, of course, in the video you'll see that. So I had to put a new cardboard in there, and in the manual, it doesn't tells you how many idles to do on this tank. No information how many times you have to idle this thing at all. No information. It just says idle one time and then race. First of all, I'm not going to do that. It might work. It could be. I mean, it is a RB. I think at the time these were being made by Robrismo-rc. Maybe that's how they do things, but we're going to do it my way. I'm not going to race this thing breaking in. I'm going to do one more tank. Like I always do. We're going to do 4 tanks, and then we'll go ahead and we'll run it. But we're going to do one more tank. But yeah, it says to run it on the first tank. Actually, it says to run it on the first tank. Run it, and that's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not running it on the first tank. There's no way in hell I'm gonna run this thing on the first tank. I'm not doing that. We'll let the temperature go down. So yeah, it did hydrolocked on me, completely hydrolocked. This thing is running so rich that when I covered it up here on the pipe, it hydrolocked. So yeah, when that happens, don't pull on the string, guys. What you want to do is take out the plug and take a flathead, with the plug out. Move your flywheel. Try to move your flywheel. Help your engine by moving your flywheel. Help that piston come down. Because what you do is you move the flywheel this way. So you want it to move this way. So you want your flywheel to move that way, right? So this is easier because it has a fan on it, right? So you can see it has a fan. So what I did is I wedged it in there and I just moved it, and that unlocked the piston. And I did it while it was hot. So what I did was I heated up the head again. I kept on heating up the head to keep it hot, and I wedged the flat head in there and I moved it to the right. So if you're looking at this, the right side. So you want to the right, all right? So that's what I did to get that piston down again. And once that piston came down, that's it, she was loosed. But yeah, it just hydro locked on me. That's what happened, guys. Whoo, it's freezing. I can't believe it's still warm. All this cold weather, it's still warm. That's crazy. All right, so one more tank, and this one, what we're going to do is every once in a blue moon, we'll give it some bursts of RPM, some trigger, light trigger, not too much, just a light trigger, just to clear out the oil. By the looks of it, looks like it's oil building up on that pipe. By the looks of it, it's oil. I mean, there is oil coming out of it, so it is kind of angled. Maybe I could, I mean maybe if I do this way, maybe, I don't know. It is angled. I don't know why it's building up. It is angled. You guys can see that she is angled down, so she should not have that much buildup, but it is running super rich. So on the 4th tank, we will be doing high revs. We're gonna give it some revs, some longer revs on the 4th tank, and then the 5th tank, I'm gonna run it in the back or in front of the house. Give it some quick burst of triggers, and then we'll keep on running like that. But this one's gonna be the last one before it gets dark. It is, what time is it? It's like 3 something or 4 o'clock. So just to be nice to the neighbors, yeah, it's about to be 5. Just to be nice to the neighbors, we're gonna be nice to the neighbors, right? We're not gonna go ahead and be noisy. We're gonna go ahead and be done. Woo! That wind. Woo! We're gonna be done a little bit quicker. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, so look what it says here. It's running in procedure. It says for at least 125 cc of fuel, the idle must be regular and the RPM goes down and the engine stalls. You must close the idle needle 1.5 turns time and the up to open that. You see, it didn't make it complicated. Okay, let's just say I'm gonna do it my way. I'm not gonna go crazy with that. My way, I'm gonna break it in my way. 4 tanks, and then we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna take it easy on it. I'm gonna do it my way. I think it's perfectly fine the way I'm doing it. It's perfectly fine. It's gonna be great the way I'm doing it. We're gonna keep it like that. We're gonna do. In fact, that's a whole quart. Is actually fill that sucker up half the first time and another half. So yeah, that's a full quart of fuel that I'm putting through that engine. And so yeah, on the 4th one, we'll be good. We'll be more than a full bottle of that plus half more. Another tank of this will be okay. So that's how they just make it complicated. Why won't you look? Just make it easy. Just say 4 tanks, 5 tanks. Why you have to make it so hard to understand? What the hell's 125 cc's? I mean, I could look it up on Google, but make it easy on people. God damn. Why don't you guys do it like every other company? Yeah, look, LOSI. I mean, SH. 2 to 3 tanks, 4 tanks idle. Come on. Seriously? 125 cc's? Come on. All right. Let's see how cold this thing is. 99, and I think that's how it's gonna stay. She's pretty cold. Yeah, she's pretty cold on the block. Yeah, it's definitely not 100. That is definitely not 99. There's no way in hell that's 99. All right, so she is cold again. We're gonna heat her up. We're gonna crank her up again. All right, I'll be right back. You'll be on top of my head now. All right. All right, folks. So I figured out what 125 cc means. That means a whole gallon of fuel. So yeah, we're gonna break it in one whole gallon of fuel for sure. That's gonna happen with time, because I'm gonna take it easy on that engine till I put a gallon through it. I'm not gonna kill it. So these are nice engines. You don't want to kill these engines. So let's heat this thing up again. All right, let's heat this thing up, and we're gonna burn a whole gallon in it. And it says once like every other engine, after a gallon, that's when they really get better. That's the thing about engine and nitro, guys. The big difference. Nitro cars, the more you use them, the more fuel you put through them, the better they get, until they come up to a point where that's it. They've done all they could do for you, right? That's what's the beauty of it. Electric cars is, you get what you get. You put a higher battery in there, and that's it. This actually, I love nitro for that reason, because the more you use it, the more it shows you what it could do. It's like you want to keep on using these things. You want to see how good they get. You want that. I mean, I don't know. It's something different about nitro and electrics. Not hating on electric, because I do love my electrics. I do have electrics, but it's just, nitro is just way more special. It's just special. It's just special. That's what it is, guys. Nitro is just special. It's just something, and it's sad to know that they're dying as the years go by. They're dying, but you know what? People like us, we keep these things alive, and you know, we keep them alive for the next generation. You know, because in the future I might sell this to somebody, and they'll keep it alive, and they'll keep on running it. You know, I'm lying. I'm not going to sell this at all. This is staying with me till I die. But, you know, if I ever have a son, you know, guess what? It's going to be handed down to him. So if I ever have a son or daughter who gets into the nitro gang thing, you know, the nitro stuff, guess what? She'll be into it. She'll see her old man playing with these old cars, and she'll want to keep on, and hopefully these things could always stay alive for many years. That's what we're hoping, right? That's the hope. Let's put this paper foil on here and keep her nice and warm like we did earlier. All right, let's crank her up. See how she starts. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Let's turn on the receiver. Make sure she don't go out on me. I don't know the throttle if it's closed. Oh yeah, no, it's a little bit open. There we go. There you go. I don't know why it does that. Automatically does that. I don't know. I don't know if that's forward or reverse. I'm not sure. All right. Compression is pretty tight on it now. Let me see. I might have to prime it. Oh, that's too much primage. Too much primage right there. That's too much. All right. Let's see what she does now. All right. Doesn't want to start. Easy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you go. There you go. Okay, the third one, she wanted to get problems. She's giving issues on the third one. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay, well, that's a problem right there. All right. So, see when that happens, what you guys got to do is this. I don't know what's going on with her now. We do this. Bring the piston down again. Yeah, she's acting weird on me now. So we're going to do this. Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Let me heat her up a little bit. She's acting weird on me now. That is strange. I might cut this video short, guys. She's yep. Look at that. Yep. I mean, like I said, when it's cold, it's cold. I know I could get her back in there. Just gotta. Yeah, buddy. She's causing trouble. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that. That's just. She's running too damn rich. I'm trying to get her pop back up. Sometimes when you do this, there you go. I think she's about to. She's moving on me now. Yeah. Okay, she's trying to. Come on, baby. Come on. Come, go back. Go back on me. Come on, baby. She's not trying to go back on me. Let's try to bring the pistol. There we go. She's going back. She's going back. There we go. Sometimes you gotta do this because they'll come back at you again, but you gotta. It's coming back. It's coming back. You gotta try to. She's we heated it up enough to bring the thing back again. There you go. She's back. There you go. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not supposed to be doing that, but she's doing it. I don't know why she's doing that now. Alright. Let me tighten her up a little bit. Alright. Alright. See what she wants to. Okay, so now we saw what it's doing. We're doing that. So we're going to have to raise the idle a little bit to get her to. I'm going to raise the idle a little bit to get her to crank up a little bit faster than what we want her to do. Alright. Let's see what she does now. Okay. I'm trying to get that third tank done. We'll fix this up. Come on, baby. I need you to turn on now. So we got something with the pool starter. So it's definitely not right with the pool starter, but we good. We good. There we go. Keep this up. We'll mess with the pool starter later on. I'm trying to get this thing. There's still compression. I don't know what's going on with it. Might have to work our way around this. The one-way bearing's still good. You know, it could be this is not charge yard, but let me go back. Let me go ahead and get the other one. Let me go ahead and get the other one, because that thing's causing me. That damn dynamite, that TLR. Let me go get the other one real quick. That's still on. Yeah. Those are the problems right there that you get sometimes when you're breaking in the engine in the cold weather. It does not help out. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Alright. Let's go back down there. We're gonna make that thing break in. Hold on, guys. We're gonna make it happen. Hold on. Let's get this thing in there. We gotta get her to break in. One more tank. You know what? Woo! There you go. There we go. Come on, baby. There we go. Let's lower it down. Lower it down. There you go. And that's sometimes it'll go back. It'll get fixed once it does that. Once the engine kicks in, it'll go right back where it goes. And just sometimes it kind of like locks up. But now I know what happened. All right. We saw what happened. It will happen. Stuff like that will happen, guys. When it doesn't want to go back into in its case, you move the flywheel to the right, it helps it go back. And normally, when the engine cranks up again, it'll go right back to its place again. That's a way to fix it. Doing this stuff, it happens. Like I said, it happens. Super nice and warm. This thing is spitting out nitro fuel everywhere. 170, it's pretty hot. He's acting different now. Alright, so we're going to go riching her out a little bit. Bring this out. I brought down the idle and she's still rich. She's still lean. We're going to riching her out a little bit. Good. Just a little bit. Hey, at least it runs. All wheels move. That's a good news. Oh my God, look at that. It's just spitting out all the fuel. It's just making a mess. Look at all that. Look at all that, guys. We'll get a quick little blitz here there, clean her up. Clear out the engine. Woo, shit. 253, not bad. Different now, guys. He's breaking in real good. Let me see if I can get in there. Alright. Reaching out the low speed needle a little bit. We're changing the needles off. She's acting different now. Like I said, at least we know that let me go ahead and put this sucker in there. At least you know the wheels are all moving, right? Guys, look at that. Give it some light rev, a light one. definitely do something here. There's something not right here. It's holding too long. It's not going back, so I'm going to have to put something here to bring the needle back again. Completely different, guys. This is not the same engine in the beginning. Look at that. Look at that. It's not the same anymore. Look at that. She is definitely not the same anymore, that's for sure. Third tank. 130. Let's switching her out a little bit more. Her out. Okay, so we're having a little bit of problem with the receiver. The receiver, for some odd reason, it's not going all the way back. So that's one issue right there. Let's get her back again. As you guys see, she's acting different now. That's how it is. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Alright, we're gonna leave her like that. Like that for now. Yeah, she's definitely acting different now. She's louder now. Calm her down a little bit. What I want. Let's rev her a little bit. Alright, let's clear out all that nitro fuel. Look at that. Staying 200 and up on its own without me heating it up. That's perfect. A big difference from the beginning, guys. A big difference. Big difference from the start. Tank 1, tank 2, tank 3 is acting completely different. It is I don't even have to heat it up anymore. It's staying hot. Half a tank already being used, guys. Check this out. It's too dark out here now. I'm gonna let this run. When I'm done, I'll come back at you. Alright, it's still running the tank. Ooh, it's getting cold. But the good news is, check this out. Well, it's saying the 200. Look at all that oil, just spilling all the oil everywhere. Spilling oil everywhere. Just throwing all the oil everywhere, this thing. It's running way messier than before. That's for sure. Look at that. Holy moly. Let's give it a little glimpse. There we go. Every once in a while, I'll give a little bit of trigger, clear out that muffler. And it helps raise the temperature of the engine too. She sounds way meaner now. Rapalicious. Rapalicious, folks. Rapalicious. Yep. And that is how I break in my engine. Like every other break-in, you run into issues and problems. But it's nothing you can't fix. That pull starter went back in place again. No problem. Back in place. I'm going to let it run this time. I'm going to let it run its course and just let it do its thing. I'm not even going to try to stop it. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'll be right back when I'm done. Alright guys, she already drained the whole tank. Man, it made a complete mess. So we're going to try to drain her out completely. Let's try to throw, there's still fuel in there. I want to try to get that fuel out of there. So we're going to give her some loving, because why not? She's come on, baby. As you guys notice, the pull star is perfectly fine. Nothing happened to it, just got stuck. And when that happens, like I said, you gotta, come on, baby. Come on, baby. I want you to, I know you got fuel in there. Come on, baby. Come on. Let her out. Let her out. Come on. There's still more fuel in there. I think she's almost done. Let's open the throttle real quick. Let that fuel. I know she got more. The only thing about that primer I noticed, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I just don't like to leave fuel in there. Try to get her to drink everything. And what I love about this engine is, you see how when she drains out, she doesn't rev crazy. She does a little revving and then she dies. So we're gonna keep on. I think that's it. Oh, it still has a lot of fuel in it. Oh my God. She has a lot of fuel in it, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead. I think that's it. No, it's a little bit more. Still has a little bit more in it. I just wanted to use up all that fuel. Shit. You ain't fucking cheap, people. You ain't cheap. So it's gonna use every last drop. And until it does that. Once it does that, she's used up all the fuel. Alright, so let's bottom then center. We should be good. There you go. She's bottom that center. So that's it. We'll clean this up and shut this receiver off. So that's it. She's completely, yeah, she's drained out completely. No more fuel in there. Yep, no more fuel. Yep, the bulb. Make sure there's no fuel in there. So let's go ahead. I don't like to, like I said, I don't like to leave fuel in there at all, because then that gets hard. Yeah, no more fuel. She's completely drained. Perfect. All right. She's completely drained. Perfect. All right, so she's completely drained. That center, she's bottom the center now. She is done. All right. Now look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Look at this mess of oil. Holy moly. I've never seen this much oil coming from a nitro RC like this. This much? I mean, I've been doing this for years, but I've never seen this much. Wow. The RB engines, that's how they run. Super rich for break-in. And I guess that's why they do say to run them, to race them on break-in. Like, it does says race them. Not full throttle. Put them on the track and race them. It could be that's how they. I've never broken in a racing engine before in my life, so this could be how it's done. They run them super rich. I did give it some throttle here and there. And one thing I noticed about this truck, it keeps on going on reverse as soon as I turn on the receiver. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Automatically just goes back and goes into reverse. I don't know why. It's not a big deal. And I mean, once you put it on forward, it don't go back anymore. It stays on forward. But every time you turn it on, it kicks in the reverse. I don't know why. All right, guys. So I did the third tank. Fourth tank is the next one. That one I will be hitting it full throttle, but you know, short blips of full throttle. Short ones, not long ones. Short ones, like quick blips, full throttle on the fourth one. And then we'll do fifth. It's going to be running it. Slowly running it here and there. We're going to run it just like it is. Rich as F as it is. We're going to run it like that. All right, folks. Peace out. Robrismo. Don't forget. Hit like and subscribe. All right. I got a lot of future content coming up for this channel. And I want you guys to be part of it. Peace out. Robrismo out.